Now we are learning a simple Java program. We learn how to create a simple Java program. For that one, first I have to create a class. I have used here a keyword called as class. In front of that class, I have to give an identifier. That identifier is nothing but a class name. This in Java, I told that whatever you return in Java, it should be within a class, because Java is a true object-oriented programming language. So all the data and methods should be within a class. So first I have to create one class. In that, for that class, I have to give one name called as class name. And most of the times it is a convention here. Give a class name, start with capital letters. The class name should be anything which should represent a proper name. After the class name, we have to write two parentheses here. One is opening, sorry, I need two braces here. One is opening brace and another is called as closing brace. Whatever the content of class, I have to put it within this brace. The data and methods should be written inside these two braces, opening and closing braces. We can create many classes, and one of that class should contain a method called as main method. If you return multiple classes, one class should contain a main method. This main method is used to identify. When you are running the Java program, the interpreter has to identify where the execution starts from, and that is indicated by the main method. So we have to give the main method in the class, and this is the way of or syntax of writing the main method. It contains some keywords like public, static, void, main, and it contains one parameter called a string args. It's a string array which is used for command line arguments. I will explain this concept in the future class. Command line arguments. Here, to main method, I have to specify the keyword what is public. So since public means here, this method can be accessed from anybody, from any other class. This main method can be accessed from any other class. So that is the meaning of public. This main method can be available to outside. So it is called as a public method here. Now, once we give the public here, the interpreter identifies that main method is available in this class. Then I have used here keyword called static. The static keyword indicates this method is belonging to a class. That means the main method is not a instance method. It's called as a class method. So you may ask, sir, what is the difference between instance method and a class method? Here, instance method means to access that method, first I have to create a object of that class. That means I have to create a object of hello here. Then I can access the main, if this main is an instance method. But when you are running the program, interpreter won't create an object of that hello class. It has to call this main method directly by using a class called as hello. So I am using here static. Static indicates that main method is a method of this hello class. So whenever I use the interpreter, I can directly call this main method. Then I use the keyword called as void here. Then I use a keyword called as void. This indicates the main method returns nothing. It won't return any value. So it is using here void. Public means anybody can access. Static means main is a method of class, not a object. You learn this static concept in the future classes in detail. Void means main return no value. Okay, inside the main method, I have to write one statement here. And this statement is very similar to your printf statement in the C programming. It just displays a string called as hello, welcome to the world of Java. It will just output this data or value, this string on the output. Here, I told it's a object oriented. So the print line is a method. Here, the print line is a method which will display this string. And this method is available in a object called as out. It's a static object which is available in the system class. So I can directly access this out from the system class. So system.out.println is just as a printf statement. Here one more point here to remember. This println statement automatically add a new line when it will print the string. If you display one more string, it displayed on the next line because print line automatically add new line at the end of the string here.